What a way to end the AOPA Fly-In season. More than 6,300 pilots and aviation enthusiasts crowded the ramps at Ernest A. Love Field in Prescott, Arizona last weekend.
These investments in these regional fly-ins, who knew it could be this good and do this well? See over 40,000 folks here in the last 3 years, 16 events. I'm really proud of the aviation community, really proud of this airport community, and really proud of my friends at AOPA that worked really hard to put these on. They have been fantastic.
Prescott set a new record for our regional fly-ins, eclipsing the previous attendance record by more than 2,000 people. The fly-in also coincided with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University's homecoming, and 3 Embry-Riddle alumni ripped up the sky with a noontime aerial demonstration.
Does anyone know how to two-step?
It all kicked off Friday night with the Barnstormers Party, sponsored by Jeppesen. As always, good food coupled with good music and good friends. Saturday dawned with breakfast and seminars, including an overflow crowd for the Rusty Pilot Seminar. That's where AOPA Live's Warren Morningstar found 2 friends who are getting back into flying after decades of ground pounding.
Roger Osgood and Steve Bisbee have been pilots and friends for years, and like so many, they stopped flying. They hadn't seen the inside of a cockpit for 40 years.
I got my private pilot's license and flew until 1974, and then career and family and finances kind of put an end to that.
And then a life-changing event made Roger think about flying again.
2 years ago, I lost my soulmate and wife of 50 years to cancer, and it was like my life was over. And a friend of mine was an AOPA member, hadn't flown for quite a few years himself, and he sent me an email about the Rusty Pilots seminar and asked me if I wanted to go. I said, you know what, I need to do something rather than sit at home and cry.
After that seminar, he found a flight instructor, and 6 hours later, he was happily flying a Citabria.
You know, you can do anything, you put your mind to it, you want to do it. And it's really changed my life. I look forward to it.
And he thought returning to flying could change Steve Bisbee's life, too. So he brought him to the Rusty Pilot Seminar in Prescott.
Flew in the Navy flying clubs that we had back then, and then life intervenes, and I got out of the cockpit, and maybe it's time to get back in.
And both went to the Prescott Rusty Pilot Seminar. 3 hours later.
How was it? It was great. Really enjoyed it. Very informative, very upbeat, very positive. A lot of stuff comes back quickly. Very encouraging. It's good. I'd recommend it.
Steve is going to go get current with an instructor.
This Rusty Pilot thing has really made a difference in my life, and I'm hoping I can fly until I can't walk anymore.
In Prescott, Arizona, Warren Morningstar, AOPA Live.
Thanks, Warren. AOPA did about 150 Rusty Pilot seminars this year. The plan is to do 300 next year, and they are working to get more pilots into the skies.
And I think what's so exciting is that almost 40% of the lapsed pilots that are attending these seminars are actually finishing their flight review. You know, as you know, the Rusty Pilot Seminar counts as the ground portion of their flight review. The idea is that when they do these seminars at flight schools, they walk right over and schedule their flight training to finish their flight review. And 40% of attendees are doing that. That's a great, great number.